ओके मुझे ऐसा बोला गया है कि मेरा आवाज़ बड़ा सूदिंग है एंड टर्न्स आउट आई हैव नॉट हर्ड दिस वंस बट अ कपल ऑफ टाइम्स बाय कपल ऑफ डिफरेंट पीपल different walks of life say and I was honestly surprised but this have happened to me like I've also heard somebody say ki bhai you know I listen to your voice and I fall asleep and I was like should I take this as offensive, should I get offended by it? But then no, like they're right. Like the other day I was listening back to my own podcast and I fell asleep. I don't know what it is, but like it's just my voice, and I don't know, maybe it's the mic that I'm recording on that makes my voice more a little bit more less karkash than it actually is. I don't know. As funny as I'm sounding right now, I'm trying to re-record this episode of how hair is political and how it makes a statement, and like the episode got so serious that I kind of, I fell asleep and the episode was not making any sense and I uploaded it and now I have to take it down and start all over again. So hi, मेरा नाम है अदिति, आप मैं काय pan Aditi सुन रहे हो and I hope you like the episode. If you do, please do share, leave a comment, leave some feedback for me. I love talking to you guys, especially if you're listening to this on YouTube. I love you guys and I appreciate all the support that you're sending my way. Let's talk about today's topic, that is how hair is political. You heard that right. Hair is everything. बाल सब कुछ है. If you remember Phoebe Waller-Bridge का वो scene with her sibling, her sister in Fleabag, about how she looks like a pencil and how hair is everything. That is so iconic in a way. And recently hair was something that I was also struggling with and how it is so powerful. So that is what has inspired me to go ahead with this episode. So let's start. Like hair is everything. It's who you are, what it says, what it represents, what it represses, what stories it holds. It makes or breaks our identity as a person. It is everything. A lot of us choose to chop it off after a hard breakup simply because we want a fresh start. Like it represents a fresh start. Hair represents everything for us. Hair is confidence. Hair is the way we move. It can totally differentiate a good day from a bad day. Just if you really want a proof of it, go get your hair done or get a nice blowout done, and you will understand what I mean by that. It's everything. It's just the littlest of the little things that absolutely can make or break your day and change your day around. Hair is one of that. And then of course I ended up googling more of it, why hair is important, why it is a struggle, what globally, where do we stand, and everything as such. So I will read through a few things that I came across online, and yeah, let's do it. So as we come out of the womb, जब हम दुनिया में जन्म लेते हैं तब हमारे सिर पे बाल होते हैं. स्पेशली लाइक इफ़ यू आर अ न्यू बॉर्न बेबी, येस वी डू हैव थोड़ा बहुत ग्रोथ तो होता है. वी गो थ्रू द स्टेज ऑफ समथिंग कॉल्ड एज मुंडन. ये एक हिंदू ट्रेडिशन के हिसाब से एक सेरेमनी है, द मुंडन सेरेमनी, इन्वॉल्विंग शेविंग ऑफ बेबीज़ फर्स्ट है. टिपिकली हम 1 से 3 साल के होते हैं जब ये मुंडन सेरेमनी होता है. And it is performed with the notion in mind कि ये spiritual purification के लिए, to signify freedom from past life, past karma, and for health benefit. Like it involves a professional shaver at temple or home. The ritual often includes leaving सिक्का to protect the child's memory. अब ये सब आप मानते हो, ठीक है, आप नहीं मानते हो तो भी ठीक है. वीव मूव्ड बियॉन्ड दैट पॉइंट इन आवर लाइफ, एंड इफ़ यू वांट टू बिलीव इट, ग्रेट. इफ़ यू डोंट, दैट्स ओके टू. लाइक नोबडी इज़ कमिंग एंड फोर्सिंग योर बेबी टू शेव देयर हेयर ऑफ, बट दिस इज़ समथिंग दैट हैज़ बिन डन in our culture and I wanted to share that. So ये बचपन में मुंडन सेरेमनी होता है, and why is it that people fret going bald as they grow old? Is my question. Like, I was denied chopping my hair off. The political reason? Question mark. The ladka wala will not like me if I chop my hair off. But that's the ladka wala's problem, right? You gotta like me, add my words to be considered as, even as a potential for a life partner. Gosh, a lot of times even coloring hair is frowned upon, especially in my family. Like, yeah, but it stops when you start getting those grays. लाइक सडनली आपके पास ग्रे बाल आ गए हैं एंड अब कलरिंग हेयर इज़ नॉट फ्राउंड अपॉन. लाइक द सोसाइटी विल लुक एट यू डिफरेंटली. द मैन वोंट फाइंड यू अट्रैक्टिव इफ यू हैव ग्रे, और इट वुड लुक वेरी अनफेमिनिन. Will they find me attractive after the damage that the color does to my hair and I go bald after coloring so much? Nope. They don't find bald people attractive too. कलर करो तो भी प्रॉब्लम है, ना करो तो भी प्रॉब्लम है. अब ऑफ कोर्स मैं गूगल पे गई, गूगल का बहुत कुछ बोलना था. उनका बोलना है कि भाई हेयर इज़ डीपली पॉलिटिकल, सर्विंग एज पावरफुल विजिबल मार्कर ऑफ आइडेंटिटी, कल्चर, हम कौन से कल्चर से आते हैं, एंड सोशल रिबेलियन फॉर श्योर. लाइक थ्रू आउट द हिस्ट्री इट हैज़ बिन यूज्ड टू एनफोर्स दिस रेजिस्टेंस, enforce conformity to resist oppression. Oppression रहा है, especially the afro hairstyles जो रहा है, symbolizing the black empowerment. Hair, I'm telling you, is such a powerful tool in the history to resist oppression. बहुत like उन्होंने बहुत सारे की एस्पेक्ट्स बताए हैं बालों के बारे में. हाउ यू नो हेयर स्टाइल्स कन्वे मैसेज ऑफ बिलोंगिंग, ऑफ रिबेलियन, ऑफ हाउ black hair have been heavily policed over the years, and historically, you know, the removal of hair was used to erase the identity of the enslaved people. तो erase और identity के बारे में भी है. फिर then it is ऑल्सो अफ़गानिस्तान में भी ऐसे हुआ है कि भाई वहाँ जहाँ पे लड़कियाँ बाल काट रहे हैं टू पास अलॉन्ग एज अ बॉय टू सिक्योर देयर फ्रीडम ऑफ फॉर प्लेइंग स्पोर्ट और टू वॉकिंग फ्रीली ऑन द स्ट्रीट, एंड इट जस्ट सक्स. लाइक इट सक्स टू नो कि ऐसा ऑपरेशन हो रहा है जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ द हेयर, एंड दे हैव टू कट इट ऑफ टू यू नो पास as boys. Yeah, hair discrimination has led to legal battles as well, such as fight against licensing restrictions for natural hair braiders. Natural hair braiders पे भी restrictions है. Like it's not merely hair, it's not merely cosmetic, it's a tool for navigating or challenging power structures. आपने सोचा नहीं होगा कि यार how is hair political? This is how hair is political. Hair is everything. अब ये तो सब ग्लोबल पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से देख रही थी मैं. अब मैं पूछी कि भाई गूगल को कि भाई हेयर पॉलिटिक्स इंडिया में क्या है, कैसा है. सो हेयर इन इंडिया सर्व्स एज बीइंग हेविली स्क्रूटनाइज्ड, especially on the side of culture, religious and gender politics, identity, moral policing, from enforcement of veiling to the traditional shunning of widows. Hair is used to control women's bodies and uphold patriarchal structures. Amen, sister. Amen, Google. This is so correct. Some key aspects of the politics of hair in India, which includes religious and political symbols. कि भाई the hair on the head is often seen as reflection of religious and communal identity. अभी ये recent भी नहीं, पर ये हिजाब कंट्रोवर्सी हुआ था ना कि भाई एजुकेशनल इंस्टीट्यूट में हमने हिजाब पहनना अलाउ करना चाहिए कि नहीं, हिजाब पहनना कि नहीं पहनना. It literally became a battleground for like religious expression and state regulations, right? फिर there is patriarchal control and gender roles कि भाई culture standards are often imposed strict norms. Well kept hair होनी चाहिए. It represents traditional femininity, while short and untamed hair are often viewed as an act of rebellion, or it comes across as very unfeminine. And that's what I'm telling you. Like मैं अगर बाल काट दूँ ना तो unfeminine हो ही जाएगा वो. Like, and that makes me want to do it even more.
Hair also represents caste and social status. Like a lot of times women are forced into shaving their heads, especially for widows in certain traditions, to signify the loss of their status. Even if there's a death in the family, as a sign of respect, or I don't know what it is, why are we told to shave our heads. But yes, like it is in our culture and tradition. Like, yeah, cutting or styling of hair is used as a form of even protest and rebellion against patriarchal control. So resistance and agency may be used हुआ है ये. There is a lot of politics, I'm telling you. There's also this notion of submitting your hair at temples such as Tirupati as ritualistic practice symbolizing the surrender of ego to the divine, which if you practice it, great, but it makes no sense to me. ये business बन चुका है अब. I don't think even temples, what will the temples even do with so much hair? And they end up selling it and they make shitload of money out of it. And so you really have to think about everything, like how hair is political, and like what are the practices. Like these practices, show that hair is rarely just a personal choice in India, but rather a deeply political, social, and cultural statement that is often monitored and often politicized. There is so much policing over female body. Sometimes it's suffocating to me to survive as a woman. I'm told, Aditi, get your legs waxed, get your hands waxed, get your face waxed, get your face threaded. Oh, you have a beard, oh, you have PCOD, so what? Beard आता है, सभी औरतों को आता है, get it threaded, and on and on and on. लड़का लग रही है, मूछें आ गई है, wax कर दे, shave कर दे. Like, oh my god, where does it stop? When does it stop? I am told not to cut or color my hair because it would make me look like a street rat, aka chhabri, or maybe a tomboy. Like haircut won't attract man anymore. That's the thought process. You won't ever find a partner if you go bald, and on and on. Like how much of our self-worth is attached to hair? And do not even get me started on the double standards of aging. Yeah, just don't get, just let's start. क्यों नहीं? Like gray bal on men, suddenly men look so distinguished. ओहो होशियार बंदा होगा, ओहो बहुत experienced होगा, ओहो silver fox, ओहो. Like we look at men with grey hair as distinguished, but वही चीज grays on women, अरे रे, she let herself go, oh no, पैसे नहीं हो गया, whatever. Like they look at women with different nazar. बुड्ढी हो गई, आंटी हो गई, whatever, they look at women with a different eye as compared to they look at men with different eye, but for the same thing, grey hair. अब कोई बॉल्ड मैन होगा तो सडनली इट एक्सेप्टेबल, बट बॉल्ड वुमेन होगी तो अरे रे क्या ट्रेजेडी होगी, कैंसर है क्या इसको. लाइक आई एम लाइक व्हाट, दैट्स इनसेन. Why is aging allowed for one gender and punished for another? I'm constantly told, Aditi, get your hair colored. It doesn't look good. I'm like, oh, you mean men wouldn't be interested in me? Or do you mean society won't treat me well? Or do you mean I look ugly because of the set patriarchal standards you are known to live under and has normalized hair coloring for you? Bhai Saab, we live in a fucking $1 trillion industry profiting off of insecurity and anxiety of women. Rebel, guys. Fuck this shit. If my worth changes with my hair color, maybe the problem isn't my hair,